wish you a happy 80th. I never thought I'd sleep with an 80-year-old man. But I got a pillow on our bed tonight, and it says, "Tonight's the night." It's going to take all night. Anyway, I want to say hi to all of our friends, and you are our friends. You wouldn't be here today, because let me tell you, he was really picky who he was inviting. He did this with Lenny and Tony all by himself, thank God. I said, "Bob, how does it feel to have a fundraiser and you have to pay for it?" And by the way, thank you, Sean and Lynn. Thank you for the charity, we appreciate it. For the Deaf E Foundation. What a nice surprise. And to our children that are all here today, will you all wave your hands so everybody can see all of these kids? There's a lot of them. And then our relatives that came in from Arizona, God bless you, and from Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Will you all wave your hands, please? Thank you so much for making this trip. You're not in the will, but I think you are now. And by the way, I know a lot of you have done political things with Bob, with his life. A lot of you are friends, close friends. But Bob picked out all the pictures that he could find that were part of his life that he cherished the most. In fact, the kids and I didn't even know he was in the service. We don't know. We think he picked his head on somebody else's body.
I borrowed the uniform.
Okay. But I want to thank Lenny and Tony for what they've done for this beautiful party, and all of our favorite people are here today, so enjoy. Thank you.
If there's anybody, we're going to just, for the next couple of minutes, if you have a nice story you want to share about Bob, we're all among friends. Come on up. Randy Whitmore, where are you hiding? Randy, come on up and tell a nice story about Bob. Come on.
A nice story?
Yeah, the one where he got you the contract for towing you weren't supposed to get without bidding it. That one.
Football is very, very good to me. The best story I know about Bob is he invited me down there one year to his condo for a little vacation. So Andrew and I go down to his condo in Florida. We're going to go down and enjoy ourselves. Well, we get down there. I should have taken a moving blanket and clothes because I ended up moving him into his condo with his furniture. By the time we left there, it cost me about $500 to fix my watch, and Bob dropped his TV unit on my hand. So every time I go see Bob now, I just figure I may end up working for him. But Bob has been probably one of the best county board members we ever had, and he helped Lake County probably more than any man keep business here, bring business to Lake County, Illinois, and you can sure see what happens when we don't have good leaders like Bob. But Bob has just been one of those fantastic guys that kept a lot of business here. And you think about that all the time, especially in today's world where we need businesses. Bob was one of those guys that kept them here. So that's the thing I remember most about him is when he saved Great Lakes, Baxter, who was leaving. Bob was the one who put that all together, and I remember that the most. But Bob's just one of those guys you love to be around, and he's a good neighbor in Florida, except he doesn't clean up after himself. But thank you.
We're going to bring up Colin McCrae, who Bob referred to as the brains of the organization just a minute ago. Colin, tell a little bit about your relationship with Bob, what you guys did together for those who don't know, and then one of your favorite stories.
Bob who?
No.
I tell you, I'll give you a short little one about how quick living the guy is. One day we were sitting in a friend's office, and somebody who wasn't a real fan of Bob, this gal came in, and she started parading Bob like this, that, and the other thing. And he sat there calmly listening. And then she said, because Bob didn't say anything, she said, I want you to know that I've written 3 books. I've authored 2 books on this something else, and I've another book, and all 3 of them were in Spanish. And Bob said, you're cool as a cucumber. You hear a pin drop. He said, if I ever need some Spanish, I'll let you know. And she was so flabbergasted, she sputtered and turned around, run his bean, walked out of the office and shut her mouth. That's right. I mean, Bob's a good friend. You know, in politics, you find out who your friends are when you're out of office. Everybody's your friend when you're in office. Everybody voted for you when you're in office. When you leave, that's when you find out who your true friends are. And I'm proud and happy to say that Bob's my friend, and I'm his. Congratulations.
Rick Welton, come on up here a second, will you please?
Dick, you're gonna have to lie.
Come on, Richard. This is no time to be shy. Gail DeLossa, you're next.
Dick, tell him the truth.
I didn't buy you that shirt for nothing.
Hi, everybody. This is a great party Bob's putting on and Sean. Can I see that check before I'd like to know that it won't bounce? A great party. It's nice to see everybody here honoring Bob. He's always been my idol. When I was growing up in Gertie, he was quite a bit older, 20, 25 years older. And he did a great job at everything he did in the township and also in the county. And it was always fascinating to see him in action because he'll tell you Collins the Brains and Jim Fields and Dick were all friends, Andrea Moore. But the truth was, it didn't matter what any of them thought. It mattered strictly what Bob wanted. And he scared us all to death with his bulldozer, and we all got in line. Now they often say that he built the whole county, and the idea of him building the county was so our kids could have a place to live, and people could work in the county, and it would prosper. And I think somebody mentioned Great Lakes. By keeping Great Lakes here, he kept hundreds of millions of dollars in the county, and he deserves all the credit for that because he took over the leadership. But somebody slipped it. Oh, I just getting started. But what's nice, in our retirement, Bob and I live in the same neighborhood now in Victorian Village in Gurnee. And every morning when he goes out for the paper, he goes out in his underwear to get it. Well, it's become a tradition now that all the ladies are up and in their front windows watching for Bob to go out and get the newspaper. Well, that wasn't enough. When he saw the ladies were all looking, he started walking around the cul-de-sac, showing each one of them. Yeah, he picks up their papers, but they won't let him in. So then, now he's come to the point where he goes around the neighborhood in his underwear and he moons everyone with the girls. I've called the cops several times and they won't even come over. They'll arrest me, but they won't even do anything to Bob. Who do they think built that new police station for? But anyway, congratulations, Bob. I don't think you're ever going to die. We need you here too much. And so at 80, he's got more vigor than people at 40. And we're all here to honor him as a man, along with George Ann and all their kids who have accomplished a lot that have benefited other people. Thank you.